Hey y'all, let's talk about lukewarm relationships for a minute. And the very most important one I'm going to start off with is with God, and it's our relationship with Him. And you know how it is when you're having a hard time and you pray like never before. Or if you're worried about somebody, you pray like never before. You put all your heart and passion into it. If you are really close to God, your soul is like it's almost on fire for Him, where you're just trying to share how good God has been, how He's gotten you through hard times. So you pray like there's no tomorrow, and you're super close with God. Well, there are people also who are they can wake up and they can acknowledge God, and they can talk to Him as they're starting their day, but they're not really taking that one-on-one time with Him. They are just acknowledging His existence until they need something. That's being lukewarm. And He says in Revelations 3 verses 15 through 16, I know your works. You are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were either cold or hot, because He could work with that. So because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I will spit you out of my mouth. Now, y'all know a lot of you know what that is like, being with somebody who's kind of in and out. Him or her has got one foot practically out the door, and they are entertaining other things, and they are not fully into you like they were in the beginning. That's hurtful. That's hurtful, and there's nothing lonelier out here than being in a relationship where you are lonely. And you can't grow like that. You cannot grow like that. And if the person is not fully, wholeheartedly into you, you're kind of wondering if they are entertaining other things. And a lot of the times, it's been my experience, that has been the case with the other person. I'm not going to do that to somebody I love and care about. But it has been done to me. I am familiar with that feeling. That's how God feels. And actually, He feels worse than that, y'all, because His relationship, He wants it to be the most important in your life, even more than your spouse. He wants to be more intimate with you in a safe, godly way than that. And He wants your connection to be deeper, to be the most important, because God has got you. Jesus came here to die for you. And it hurts His heart, y'all, when you got one foot out the door, when you're entertaining other things. Do you know when you are entertaining other things that of the flesh that God does not want you to entertain? And He is specific in the Bible, in case you have any doubts about that or questions about it. He's very specific. But to Him, that would be almost like cheating would be for us, where we are wholeheartedly in there with the person that we are with, but we see them entertaining other things. They are hearting and liking other females' pictures. They are spending time with the opposite sex coworkers after work, and they're saying, oh, it's just work. They are making excuses, and when you've got discernment, you know better. You know better than that, and you know what they're doing. But God, He feels even more hurt than we do when our significant other is doing that to us, because He knows where those situations are going to lead you. And He knows that the devil uses things that seem harmless at first. They seem a little fun on the side at first. But He knows where they're going to lead you. And God's jealousy is not like earthly jealousy that it is for us. It is a jealousy that you are choosing something that is going to be detrimental not only to your life, but to your soul in eternity if you do not come to your senses and get it right while you still have breath in your body, while you are still able to, even in silence, ask God into your heart and to change the desires of your heart. And He gets heartbroken when you're choosing other things and when you're putting other things ahead of Him. He gets heartbroken. And to me, that is sad. That is so sad. He cries. Jesus cries, and He feels sadness too. So I this message is just that, is your relationship with Him lukewarm? If it is, y'all, that's not good. And He's calling you. He's calling you for more. He's calling you for a deeper connection. So pay attention. Ask God to change the desires of your heart to match His desires. And if there's something in your life, y'all, that you know deep down inside would not be okay with God, ask Him to take those desires away and to give you the desires that He has for you. And I promise you, you won't be disappointed and you won't miss those things that you think you're going to miss. Now, your communication is the key too. So if your communication, y'all, if your communication is off with whoever you are with, your relationship is going to be off. You have to communicate your needs. And I was just praying to God about this week. When your communication is off with whoever you are with, it is going to interfere in your relationship. That's what God brought to my attention. And then this person found a video that confirmed that. And I'm like, that was it. That's exactly what God said. And so God told me today to put this video out here and to just make you aware right now in this very moment. Pay attention to your relationships. Communicate. And if there's lack of communication, your relationship is not going to make it. And just like your relationship, communicating in your relationships out here in the physical with people, your relationship and your communication with God, y'all, communicate with Him. It is just as important, if not more important, because people will walk in and out of your lives. They will come and go. They lead by their emotions. They go by their emotions. But God, Jesus doesn't. Jesus is here. He's here for the long run. When you're communicating with people out here, also remember to communicate with Him too. You want to communicate with Him more so He can lead you and guide you in these places. I'm really praying this helps somebody. So I love you. Be faithful to God, to yourself, and to whoever you're with. I love you. God loves you more.